Homemade cheese. This cheese is really good for sweets, and if you salten it up like I'm going to show you as well, it also works for just regular cheese, just really good tasting cheese. So I'm going to be using, I've already put one in, I'm going to be using 2 gallons of vitamin D whole milk. What you want to do is you want to bring your milk to boil. Wait for it to boil, don't add anything to the milk. And when it gets to the boiling level, simply turn it off. Do not mix your milk. Don't touch it. Just watch it and make sure that it doesn't boil everywhere. So bring this to boil. Alright guys, what I have here, I've set this up later for when the cheese is done. But right now you want to get like a big bowl. Get your cheesecloth in. It doesn't matter what kind of cheesecloth you use. This is one I've been using for a very long time. And it's a special fabric made specifically for cheese. I know they sell different ones, the ones that you can actually, more like filtered ones. But this one is as you guys can tell, my milk is boiling right now. So it had gone up, it's rising. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to turn off your stove. And over here, I have a half a cup of vinegar. For each gallon of milk, you use half a cup. I have used 2 gallons of milk, so I'm gonna use 1 cup total. Here's half a cup, and you wanna start mixing right away. And this is my second half, so 1 cup total. Usually about a minute or 2 of mixing, the water will separate itself from the cheese. And at this point, you just want to get your strainer ready and have everything on the side so that you can take out your pure cheese. Over here, it's pure cheese. Strain it out as much as you can. And it's going to strain more in your cheesecloth, so that goes in my cheesecloth. And grab more. You do this for all what's left in your pot. Water that's left here now, you see this yellow water? You just throw this away. Alright, so once you have all your cheese in here, it looks kind of crumbly. Take your cheesecloth. And it is hot. Squeeze it. Because it's really hot, I put on some brand new gloves. Just because it's really hot and I don't want to burn myself. So, lay your cheese inside. And mine is pretty nice and thick. Turn it into a square shape. And it's best to put a weight over it, like right away. So I'm gonna lay a weight over. Press it down, and you let this sit. Alright guys, so this is gonna take about a half hour until you see all the water has drained off of it. In this pot here, I'm actually getting my salt water ready. This is so that they can last longer. So there's a pot, it's full like halfway of water. And I'm going to add about a generous amount of salt. This is for pickling, remember. So this is about 3 tablespoons into the water. And this water needs to boil. So once this water is done boiling, or once it gets to a boiling level, it should almost be done. My cheese should almost be done. Okay, I hope you guys can see that my cheese is fully done. So now I'm just gonna cut it. I'm not going to be adding salt to all of it because I'm going to be using some for my sweets. I'm going to pick the not so pretty pieces and put them in my sweets. I'll show you guys. See how nice this is? Beautiful cheese. So I'm hand picking the not so pretty pieces or the edge pieces. I'm gonna use these for my knafa later. How about this one? Or I can trim them. These two. So this is gonna be going on my knafa later. And this side, here's what I'm gonna do. Spread the cheese apart. And add salt all over. Add it on all the sides. Turn it around. Just make sure you get salt everywhere. You're also going to be adding them in salt water, so if you want to store them in the fridge just like this, put them on a plate, put some Ziploc, you can do that if you know you're eating them during like the same week. But if you want to store them, the proper way is to dump them into your boiling salt water over here. So throw them in. Boil them for about a minute or so, not even. It's been about a minute. I'm going to go ahead and remove them from the water. You wait for everything to cool down, including the water in here. You want to use this water so you can store them in this water. But you want to do it when everything is 100% cold. The cheese and the water. Also, while your cheese is still cooling down, add more salt to it. Remember, salt is what keeps it preserved. So sprinkle some more salt all over on both sides. And when you get ready to eat this cheese, you just pretty much, you can rinse it under the water or let it soak in water. But this helps it, this keeps it preserved for years. So you don't have to eat this the same day or the next day. But if you do want to eat it the same week, you could just put some salt. You don't even have to boil it or nothing. So we'll come back when everything cools. Alright guys, my water is 100% cold and my cheese is 100% cold. I'm going to go ahead and layer my cheese inside my jar. And once you've layered all your cheese inside, go ahead and scoop out your salt water over your cheese. And that's it. You've got yourself a nice homemade. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy cheese recipe. If you have any suggestions for me, please mention them down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And thank you for watching.